Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Johnny Alchemy from johnnyalchemytarot.com. First and foremost, I want to wish you a very happy new year. Happy 2021. Hope you've had a great holiday season and are coming into this new year with a lot of light, happiness, love, all those wonderful blessings. So for today's video, we're going to look into your tarot forecast for January 2021. This is going to be a general reading, so there are going to be many messages coming in. Understand there will be some that will resonate with you. Take those with insight and guidance. There will be some that won't. Those will probably be messages for someone else watching this video. So thank you so much for your understanding, and let's get on with your reading. Okay. So starting off, we have the Fool card right here reversed, and this is going to be the theme card for this month. So if you're starting this new year, and this is what the Fool is all about, starting new journeys, starting a new adventure, starting off a fresh, clean slate, if you will. This is what 2021 is all about. Starting this new adventure and this new journey for yourself, leaving a lot of things in the past. But with this Fool card, it shows me if there's any baggage that you might be holding on from 2020, anything that you haven't had resolved, any loose ends that still have yet to be tied, anything in that nature. Because if we don't take care of those things, we can start to go into certain situations or continue our path, as this card may suggest, with a little foolhardiness. We may be a little bit too optimistic. We may not take into consideration, the what we are carrying with us and what's holding us back from really attaining what we want in our life. So if there's anything, especially with the beginning of this year, 2021, January, this is the month to really resolve a lot of issues, come to peace with a lot of your past, and to let go of a lot of any baggage that may still be weighing you down from 2020. I say this mainly because we also have the Hermit card right here. The Hermit card, they go through this personal journey from within. They travel through the darkness, if you will, with their that little lantern that has a star in it. That's their hope, that's their authenticity, that's who they really are. And that's what's going to guide them through those dark times. So there's this period of introspection I can see here. With this Hermit card and the Fool reversed, it's suggesting to take this month to really understand who you are and what you've gone through this past year, how much you've changed from it. And also a lot of the any obstacles or that you've really faced, any type of anything that has to deal with internal struggles, especially. I say this because we have the Five of Wands reversed as well, and in this card you see all these people. They have wands and they look like they're in some type of heated battle or confrontation, or there's a lot of things going on here. And everyone here in this card, in the Five of Wands, they're all dressed differently. They're all, they look like they come from different cultures, different backgrounds, different statuses, and they're all kind of quarreling with each other. And especially in the inverse, it talks about internal struggle. How many, and it's, what are you struggling with, or what have you actually struggled with in the past with 2020? What are all the challenges and obstacles that you faced? How did you handle them? How did they affect you? And to come to peace with that. And as I said, they're all dressed differently, so it shows there's a diverse amount of problems that could have affected a whole different range of aspects of your life, different areas of it. It could be love, it could be work, it could be finances, it could be home life, friends, all this other stuff. It could be a very big, diverse amount of issues that you may have gone through, and now you have to kind of put an end to it, make them have peace, understand, and listen to each one of those issues individually, and to kind of unpack all that baggage so you can find that peace within, to take that internal struggle with this Hermit card right here, to take that internal struggle and to go through that darkness again, to kind of go through it, reevaluate, introspect, reflect on it, so that you can move on with this year as the Fool card, but in the upright, with a lot more lightness, a lot more levity, a lot of more actual real and grounded optimism about the future. And to really embrace, this kind of renewal process with this Fool, talking about new journeys and starting something new and fresh, So use this month to really use to really reflect and to understand exactly how far you've come, all the obstacles that you've been through and how you've overcome them, or how they still affect you to this moment, and just be real with yourself to go through this process and to give yourself some peace as you are starting this new year. This is a clean slate for you, a new opportunity. So really kind of cleanse yourself of all the demons from last year. So let's move on. Let's pull out a few more cards. Beautiful. Okay. So we have two more cards. We have three cards total, but we have two cards down here, right underneath that three that I just pulled from the beginning. Let's talk about here. We have this Five of Cups reversed right here. It talks about disappointment. It talks about, being let down. This could be in a relationship. It could be, with an ex, or having to let relationships go. Also, just being generally disappointed with how things turned out wherever you try to invest your energies. This Five of Cups, this man, he looks so sad and so down at these fallen cups before him. But there are also two cups that are still upright out of that five, and they're right behind him if he just takes a moment to turn around and see the full picture, that not everything is lost. And even here, there's actually one cup, two of them are filled with wine, one is filled with a green liquid, with poison. There's some type of toxicity here that, it may seem like you've lost it. It may seem hard to go through, to be let down, or to go through those things. But understand there are some things that were meant to be lost, meant to be gone and pulled away from your life, because maybe they weren't that good for you in the long run. They would have had some type of long-term effect in a negative sense for you if you held on to them for much longer than needed. So with this card, especially in the reverse, it shows me that you may already have gone through this process, or you actually really just kind of realize this about yourself. But now it's time to really take that bigger step and that bigger journey, talking about this Hermit card, to really, go deep, to go do a little bit of shadow work this year, this month really, and just to really address those feelings of disappointment, any type of loss that you may have gone through, anything where you feel like you were not fully satisfied or fulfilled. It could be with the, relating to the cups and talking about emotions and water energy. It could be relationships. It could be with exes. It could be with family and friends. It could be with anything relating to love or emotion. And also, we have the Nine of Wands here reversed. So here it's telling me, after going through such a disappointment or any type of really strong negative feelings or any negative experiences, it may have caused you to start guarding yourself, to keeping yourself closed off to new experiences because you're afraid of feeling pain. But in the reverse, it shows me that you may be addressing that again. Same thing with this Five of Cups. You may be very aware of this. You already know this, you are maybe on the cusp, or like trying to understand, is it worth trying to relive through that pain, to go through it again, and to open up that can of worms and to feel those feelings again. Understand that the heart is meant to be open. Your life is meant to be open. Energy is supposed to be in flow. So when we close things off, when we close our hearts off to life, we're closing our hearts off to opportunity, to new things that can happen, to positivity, to change, to transformation, personal transformation especially. So it seems like you may be on the fence with this, kind of. Even looking at the Nine of Wands, looks like a fence right behind them. You may be on the fence to really open up your heart again because you may be traumatized from the experiences you had before. But understand, that's not the full picture of life. Negativity or challenges or hard times is only a part of life. The other part is, the goodness, the happiness, the positivity. And that can only happen, once again, when you allow your heart to open up fully. So, again, if you've gone through anything really tough from last year, understand, it was a tough year for a lot of people, So, you can kind of take that shoulders off your weight, that it was nothing personal, but, that it was just really a tough time for everyone. And so there is a time for healing that needs to be done as well in order for you to really embrace this new year. Talking about that Fool card, to really embrace this new year with a true sense of, okay, I'm really moving on from the past. I'm really moving on very light. I have a lot less baggage. Look at this Fool. He has a lot he has a lot less that he's carrying in his bags. He just has that stick with a little pouch on it. And look at his body language. He's so open and free to move forward. His head is up in the air, chin is up. He's greeting the day. All that wonderful, beautiful energy. So being able to address this kind of internal struggles or any type of shadow work that you need to address can unlock that potential in you to really embrace this new year fully with open arms. And so by doing this process, this is the advice card from your highest self, the Hierophant, higher learning. This type of shadow work, is something that can't be learned from traditional aspects. It can't be learned from knowledge, from knowledge, and just be read from a book, and then all of a sudden you know it, and it's just that simple. Just that simple to learn. It's a process that you have to do individually, and you will learn how to navigate your own life on your terms and what works for you in a unique sense. But saying that, with this Hierophant card, you may want to connect with others who have gone through any of the same types of issues or challenges that you have gone through, because you will learn something from their experiences as well. Maybe not exactly how to handle it in the way that you would or that works for you, but you can get a little bit of hint, a little bit of tidbits of wisdom from their journey as well, if it's very much related to what you've gone through. This Hierophant talks about accessing higher learning, accessing knowledge and everything like that. So try and connect with those, even online. I'm sure there's a lot of people who share their experiences, share their stories of exactly what they've gone through, watch videos on YouTube, do this other stuff, talk with friends and family, talk with your social group, everything like that. Understand and connect with them, how they've dealt with their problems or how they are dealing with their problems, and connect with them on that deep spiritual level, because by doing that you can gain a little bit of learning for your sense, for your personal life, how to possibly navigate through those problems and release them from your soul, from your body, to release that energy back into the universe so you can be light and free once more. So let's pull out another card. Oh, this one just fell right at the bottom. Okay. Clarity. Look at this. Clarity. See? Clarity, this is very important in life because, as this Fool goes on their journey, when anyone takes a journey, sometimes if they don't have clarity, that means they're just moving. They're just walking toward a certain direction. They don't know where they're going. They're just walking. They're just on a path. And that's to say, down the road, they'll end up in situations where they didn't even expect or want to be in if they don't have this clarity. So again, as I said for this month, take this hermit energy and to really take that internal journey to clear out a lot of any old baggage or any loose ends that have not been addressed since last year. And it will give you a sense of clarity to move forward. It'll give you a clear direction of where you want to go in life, how you want to handle this year, what you want to do with this year, how you want to use this energy and all this unlimited potential, especially at the start of this new year, this clean slate. This is the most optimal time to do something like this, to really give you this clarity and vision of where you're going and what it is you want to do. So I think this is a very powerful reading for you, Virgo. I mean, especially using this year as like a cleansing process, a healing process. I think that's very powerful, and I think is very proper for the start of a new year to do this, because, it will just give you this clarity and also a lot of healing from within, and as well as releasing a lot of baggage and a lot of weight that you may have been carrying that you don't want to transfer over into this new year. So take that little shadow work process, take that internal journey, connect with others to really get some tidbits of wisdom from them. And honestly, then you will have this Fool card, but in the upright. So you will start this new journey with a lot of light, happiness, and love that you will need to get you through it. So I hope this reading resonated with you, Virgo. I think it's a very powerful reading. If you want to know more, we do have the extended reading for purchase down below in the description box. If not, and if this reading was good enough for you, shoot me a like, subscribe if you haven't, make sure to click that notification bell to stay in touch for future videos, and I will see you next reading. Thank you so much, Virgo. Bye.